Hi, I'm Noah Rice, production editor for Jubilate Music Group. Welcome to another digital reading session from Nashville. We're thinking about Christmas here today, and we know you are too. And I'm happy to have our special guests, Lee and Susan Dengler, to speak with us today about their new children's Christmas musical, Outstanding in Their Field. Welcome, Susan and Lee.
Hi, Noah.
Noah, good to be here with you.
So tell us, what inspired you to write this musical?
Well, I always thought it would be interesting to tell the Christmas story from the shepherd's perspective, because it is kind of curious when you think about it that God chose this humble group of shepherds to be the first to be told that Jesus was born. What I discovered as we were writing this is that you can't tell the story just from the shepherd's perspective without including the angels.
And so the musical actually starts out with this group of angels up in heaven, and they were just given the word that they are to go down to earth and tell the shepherds this good news. And they're rather surprised. They've been observing the shepherds for some time and have some concerns about them because they are sort of discouraged with their life. But they're really surprised that this is the group that's going to receive the news for the first time. And they're also very excited about it, knowing that this news is going to change their life.
Great. Well, tell us a little bit about the story and the message of the musical.
Well, I have to kind of start with the title. It seemed like an obvious title because the shepherds are out standing in their field. But as we worked with it, we realized that we could play with that title because the message is a message of hope. And the fact that despite the worry and the poverty and the boredom and the fear that the shepherds lived with, that many other people live with as well, because Jesus came, life could be outstanding.
And there's a line in the last song I think sums up the message of the musical really well. And I'll read it to you. Now, when we are afraid, when we are dismayed, Jesus comes with hope expanding, makes our lives the most outstanding. Love that never ends, on that we can depend.
Thanks, Lee. That's a wonderful message. Let's listen now to some excerpts from Outstanding in Their Field.
Calling all angels front and center, polish those halos, straighten those wings, always ready, always on duty, for whatever each day brings. All night, all day, angels watching from heaven above, all night, all day, here to show God's love. Calling all angels front and center, polish those halos, straighten those wings, always ready, always on duty, for whatever each day brings. Days filled with variety, wonder what the next will be. As we're waiting to be told, we'll sing and strum our harps of gold.
Roll call. Angela,
My dear, I'm here.
Star,
Front and center.
Harpo,
Here and harping.
Gabriel,
I'm in the groove.
Leonardo,
Present and precocious.
Calling all angels front and center, polish those halos, straighten those wings, always ready, always on duty, for whatever each day brings. All night, all day, we can't wait to spread our wings, all night, all will be the sign of the child divine. In a stable, in a manger, you will find this tiny stranger. This will be the sign of God's great gift divine. This is the most outstanding news. This is the most outstanding news. A Savior, Messiah, Redeemer, Emmanuel is born to us today. Praise God for this outstanding news. Praise God for this outstanding news. Sing glory in the highest for this
Clarence, did you see the change in Oscar and all the other shepherds?
Yes, indeed. They seem so much happier. Look how excited they are as they're returning to their field. They're telling everyone they meet about Jesus.
Oh, Grandpa, this has been the most outstanding night ever, and I got to be here for the whole outstanding thing.
Wow, that sure was exciting. I can't wait to tell all my friends that the Savior has come.
After centuries of waiting, God has delivered our people.
I can't help thinking about the words of our ancestor David when he said, "I always see the Lord near me, and I will not be afraid with him beside me."
So I am glad, and the words I speak are words of joy, as I now live with hope in my heart.
You know, friends, I feel like a completely different person. Here we are, still outstanding in our field, just like always. In some ways, nothing has changed. At the same time, everything has changed. I can be an outstanding shepherd. Because Jesus has come, I have hope. I can be outstanding in my field. Hey, dudes! This is the coolest, most wonderful life ever. We are all outstanding, every one of us. Now that's something to blow my horn about.
Now when we are afraid, when we are dismayed, Jesus comes with hope expanding, makes our lives the most outstanding. Love that never ends
Those were excerpts from Outstanding in Their Field, a new children's Christmas musical from Lee and Susan Dengler. So Lee and Susan, tell us, what is the core age group of this musical?
Well, I would say that the core age is 4th to 6th grade. However, the songs are accessible enough that they could be done all the way down to kindergarten. And the dialogue specifically is engaging enough that I think middle schoolers would enjoy being a part of it as well.
I agree.
And how long is the musical?
Approximately 20 minutes long. So it's very accessible.
Well, tell us a little bit about the instrumental accompaniment.
Well, it can be performed with just piano, but there are parts available for flute, clarinet, percussion, and cello, which are very accessible, by the way.
And those parts are available as PDFs on the Instratrack CD included in the kit for those who wish to play the parts live.
That's
That'd be
right.
great.
Well, thank you, Lee and Susan, for spending a few minutes with us discussing Outstanding in Their Field. And thank you for tuning in to this digital reading session. And from everyone at Jubilate Music Group, we hope you have a wonderful upcoming Christmas season.